things of people jumping down, people committing suicide, and I'm really shocked. And before I wrote that exam, I knew I was going to fail that biochemistry test. See, the greatest men, if they tell you their stories of how they failed, of how they lost money, my dear, you pat yourself on the back. So most times when I check my Instagram DMs or I check my YouTube comments in most of my medical videos, I find out that most people want me to talk about tips for medical students and advice for medical students. And I've been thinking of the most important advice to give to medical students and even medical doctors or anybody working in a medical setting, because to me, I feel like there are so many advice, there are so many tips, there are so many things to tell medical personnel, but the one that stood out for me, the one I think is very, very important, is that it is okay to fail. It is extremely okay to fail. Have a positive mindset to failure. I'm going to give you a story. Now, this story I'm about to tell you is something I experienced firsthand, and it's about failure. When I was in year 3, after writing our first professional exams, some of my friends failed. They failed, like not one, not two. Some of them failed. And then I saw the way they reacted to failure. Of course, failing is a very bad thing. Let's not even make it look good, but it's not something you kill yourself about. But let me tell you what happened, and let me tell you what I experienced. Some of my friends that failed, they didn't talk to me again. Until today, we don't even talk. We don't chat, we don't communicate. They just decided to lock up. And that was it. Some were going through it. And I tried my best to stay with them, talk to them, and never make them feel bad. Some people just decided to take it upon themselves to just be alone. Some people became an island. Some people, well, they could deal with failure, so they could talk, they could still laugh with me. But then some people could not even talk to me, and I didn't understand why. I didn't know why. And then that is when I realized that people have different coping mechanisms to failure. The most important thing is that you shouldn't let it get to you. At a point, I thought I was the one that wasn't reaching out to them, but then I realized that they were going through a phase, and some people like to be left alone. Some people just want to playing with themselves. They don't just want to talk to another person. Some people want you to come around and be around them. But the most important thing is that despite being alone or wanting others to be around them, they still worked hard. And when the receipt exam came, they passed. My friends passed. A particular girl didn't talk to me again. And trust me, I tried to reach out to her. I tried to make her my friend. I tried to talk to her and ask her what happened. But she said it was fine, that it was okay. So I let her go. I let her be. Some of my friends came to me and told me that failing isn't easy. And of course, I understand. Failing is never easy. But the most important thing is that once you fail, make sure you rise again. My 2 other friends, we are still tied till today. And I think at this point, they're even my closest friends. But do you know what I noticed about those 2 girls that are still close to me? They are the most strong. Is that even that's most strongest? That's wrong English, but they are the strongest women I know. They are so strong, and guess what? They never failed again because they went through the process of healing and they had a positive mindset to get up and never fail again. Medical school. It's possible that before medical school, you never fail in your life. But let me tell you something, you will surely fail in medical school. Now, I don't mean having a big F on your results sheet. There are sometimes that you set goals for yourself in school and you end up not achieving them. You know, I always say that failing is very relative. Some people might want to achieve some certain things and they can't achieve it. And you see the way they just hate themselves and they compare themselves with other people. Oh God, let's not even talk about comparison. Comparison is a thief of joy. Comparison will steal your joy. You can never be as fast or as slow as other people. Know what you can do. Work at your own pace. Don't ever feel bad because one person got 10 over 10. Anyway, in Mexico, I even get 10 over 10. One person got 9 over 10 and you got 4.5 over 10 and you people are friends. Instead, try and be closer to that person so the person can help you understand better. And know yourself. Don't try to read in the morning when you are more active at night. Don't try to read at night when you're more active at morning. Some people come back from school and they sleep immediately and wake up later to read. But you know yourself that if you sleep, it is still tomorrow morning you're going to wake up and you're not able to achieve anything. So just know yourself and stick to it. Never compare yourself with anybody. See, some people have it easy. Some people don't even need to read too much. Whatever they hear in class sticks to them. While some other people have to read 10 times more than other people just to pass and to show themselves good. So don't ever compare yourself with anybody. Now back to failure, because I digress. It's okay to fail. Have a positive mindset to failure. The most important thing is that when you fail, realize you have failed and look for a way to push yourself forward. Don't ever think you're worse than, I don't know even what to say, but don't ever condemn yourself. Give yourself that grace. Give yourself that encouragement. Pat yourself at the back. See, let me tell you something. You are where you are today by the grace of God and by your hard work. You have come this far. So just because of a minor failure, or maybe you have to repeat the year or repeat the class, you are now killing yourself or you are now crying. Yes, you might cry, you might feel bad, but don't ever condemn yourself. Don't ever make it look so bad in a way that you start having suicidal thoughts or depression. Let me tell you guys, I have failed before. And I failed my biochemistry test. And before I wrote that exam, I knew I was going to fail that biochemistry test. On the day of the biochemistry test, I told my friend that this is the problem. I don't like biochemistry. And I know I'm going to fail that exam. You know what we did? We laughed about it. She said she knows she's going to fail. We hugged ourselves. We cried. We laughed. But we knew that after this is going to be the last time we're going to fail biochemistry. We failed that test. Oh, please. I saw, well, I won't say F. I think was it C or D I had, but I did not pass that particular test. Did I cry? No. I went to meet my friend and we laughed about it. And that was the last time we ever failed biochemistry. My dear, see, the greatest men, if they tell you their stories of how they failed, of how they lost money, my dear, you pat yourself on the back and stand up. Don't ever feel bad for failing. It is okay to fail. The most important thing is that you tell yourself you're going to rise again. If you fail again, you still get up. If you fail the second time, you rise up. The third time, the fourth time, get up. Move. The most important thing is that you're getting up, you're rising up, and you're moving. Don't ever feel bad for failing. That is the best advice I'm going to give a medical student. Because I hear things of people jumping down, people committing suicide, and I'm really shocked. I guess most of us didn't just have that parental training that it's okay to fail. I hope this sits well with you. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. See this video, you need to share to your friends. Share to your friends. Share to group chats on WhatsApp because it's very important to take note of this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment, okay? I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.